All right, so these are the visuals coming in from Bihar's capital, Patna. This is Lalu Prasad Yadav and Rabdi Devi's residence. These are the live visuals where Nitish Kumar has just arrived in order to meet Tejashwi Yadav. This is the big update after resigning as Bihar's chief minister and snapping ties with the BJP. Now, developments are taking place as we speak. Nitish Kumar and the RJD are going to stake claim for the next government. We'll have to see how the numbers stack up in the assembly. But the big update is that in the last 10 years, this is for the second time that Nitish Kumar has snapped ties with the BJP. Remember, the triggers were many, but the biggest reason was that the JDU feared that a repeat of Maharashtra could happen in the state of Bihar as well. What happened to the Thackerays, what happened to Uddhav Thackeray, he had to lose his seat. And this was the biggest trigger for the fear, the sentiment that was in the JDU. And we just heard Nitish Kumar say after submitting his resignation, he said that all MLAs were of the view that it's best we quit the NDA, and that has happened. Nitish Kumar has snapped ties with the BJP. This is the big update that we are getting for you. This is amid turbulence in the ruling JDU-BJP alliance. The big decision has been taken. Nitish Kumar met Governor Phagu Chauhan and resigned. And as I said, this is the second time in the last 8 years that JDU, led by Nitish Kumar, has snapped ties with the BJP. The day started with hectic meetings in all camps, RJD, BJP and the JDU, as over what their future strategy is going to be. And it is going to be interesting as to what happens from now on, because we haven't heard from the BJP yet what is going on in their camp. Because if the JDU and RJD come along, and they also have the support of Jitan Ram Manjhi's HAM, 4 seats there. So the numbers work for the Mahagathbandhan to return to the state of Bihar once again, which is why it's being called as Mahagathbandhan 2.0. And the numbers are in favor of Tejashwi Yadav and Nitish Kumar. And as my colleague Ranjita was saying, and we were discussing that the ally could be anyone, but the one who gets to sit on the chief minister's chair is Mr. Nitish Kumar. So this is the latest. Nitish Kumar and Tejashwi Yadav are joining hands to form the new government. However, officially, things are taking shape. The resignation has been submitted to the governor. We have to wait and watch what the BJP says because they are losing their ally. And there were speculations that the JDU, my apologies, wasn't too happy being reduced to a junior partner in the alliance, and which is why Nitish Kumar preempted this move that he doesn't want to go through what happened in Maharashtra. So this is the big update that we are getting for you. Abhishek Khandekar, who's a senior journalist, is joining me on the broadcast. Abhishek Khandekar, thank you so much for making time and speaking to Mirror Now. Interesting developments in Bihar. Like everyone says, it's never a dull day in the state of Bihar and in Indian politics. And now another breakup of ties. And in 8 years, this is the second time when Nitish Kumar has ditched the BJP.
Yeah, definitely, because Nitish Kumar, as you have seen, has always been changing hats, and he has always been very ambitious politician wanting to come to Delhi. But now with this new development in Patna, it clearly is seen that he doesn't want to play second fiddle to BJP.
Absolutely, but there are certain rooms.
Yes. The second thing I wanted to say is about that the opposition with whom they had fought, and opposition led by Lalu Prasad Yadav's son, they had bagged more seats in the last assembly elections, and now Nitish is going to perhaps shake hands with them. It is going to be, like you said, never a dull moment in Indian politics, because what we have seen in Maharashtra, it is likely to happen in Bihar also, because those who were sworn enemies, they may come together to dump BJP now, and that is quite a national shock for me.
Absolutely. And do you think, I mean, of course, this is the most obvious answer, but was it the imminent fear to Nitish Kumar's position in the state of Bihar that led to this decision, and that he did not want to be a junior ally in this, junior partner in this alliance, and they were fearing rather a Maharashtra repeat in the state of Bihar? What went wrong with the BJP?
Precisely. Precisely. I also feel that a Maharashtra script was being written in Patna, also actually written in Delhi. But there was an RCP factor there, which was like Eknath Shinde in Mumbai. So Nitish Kumar had made a mistake by joining BJP in earlier positions, and he had also dumped BJP at least twice from this organ. And he is a very seasoned politician. He has been chief minister for the 6th time. But now he is on the wrong side of his age. He is now about 71, 72. So I don't think his national ambition will be, will be successful. But he will be successful in the national ambition of becoming prime minister, which the parties are trying to portray him. But he would definitely like to keep his stranglehold on Bihar politics. That is quite sure from whatever that he has resigned. So he would again play and try to get other smaller parties together. But now what is to be seen is that whether the other party, that is Lalu's party, will be allowing him, because they have got more MLAs. So will they be able to give him a chance for chief ministership? Because RJD had bagged 79 seats and half the seats were with JDU. So that will have to be seen by tomorrow. I think things will be clearer. But now they are walking out of the government of, the NDA alliance. That is also a big setback to BJP.
Okay. Mr. Right. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.